From blueprint to boom, the runway expansion at Ian Fleming Airport and what it means for Jamaican real estate. By Jamaica Homes. Published on July 27, 2025. 1. A dream prepared to take flight. Imagine a cinema-quality montage. Waves brushing a nascent strip of runway, construction equipment carving out Jamaica's future, and an emblematic Embraer 175 coming to rest, unloading American Airlines passengers directly into St. Mary. That's the living dream unfolding at Ian Fleming International Airport, IFIA, formerly known as Boscobel Aerodrome, next to Ocho Rios. Named for James Bond's creator, this small airport is morphing into a powerful catalyst for real estate opportunity. Originally built with a 4,769-foot runway and minimal capacity for mid-sized jets, the runway needed just an extra 800 to 900 feet to accommodate larger regional aircraft. That extension would finally allow established carriers like American Airlines to land, which they now do, starting with weekly flights that expand to daily from December 2024. The Airports Authority of Jamaica initially planned as much as a 700-foot extension across a nearby road into the shoreline, but biodiversity and engineering challenges led to a more moderate build-out strategy instead. 2. The technical build-out, shaping a gateway. Here's the nuts and bolts. Runway widening and minor extension, sufficient for Embraer and similar aircraft. Expanded terminal facilities, including customs, immigration, and health processing lounges. Construction of a police post to improve security protocols. Plans for a special economic zone, SEZ, on 20 acres adjacent to the airport, promising further commercial and industrial investment. All said and done, recent investments ranged between US $10 million and US $30 million. Modest for national infrastructure, but bold in its impact. 3. What this means for real estate. A transformational shift. For a real estate market often criticized as slow-moving and fragmented, IFIA's upgrade is transformative. It creates a physical and financial node that will reshape property demand in the parishes of St. Mary, St. Anne, and Portland. Value rise in nearby land. Land prices in Ocho Rios and surrounding communities are already increasing as speculators and developers eye airport-adjacent plots. Under the right conditions, even properties subject to eminent domain may bring fair compensation and upside for landowners. Hospitality and tourism boom. With American Airlines now flying daily into IFIA, tourism patterns shift. Villas, bed and breakfasts, Airbnb guests, and small hoteliers all benefit. Minister Daryl Vaz highlighted that over 8,000 hotel rooms and villas in the zone will now be more accessible and marketable. SEZ opportunities for mixed-use developments. The zoning around the airport is being primed for light industrial, commercial, warehousing, and even co-working or low-density residential developments. This opens the door to investor-friendly properties with long-term rental or resale potential. 4. Cautions and complexities. Know the risks. Growth often comes with shadows. According to an investigative opinion piece, IFIA may still struggle to break even unless passenger numbers rise sharply, estimated at 70,000 annually to cover costs. But recent growth projections aim for only around 41,000 passengers by 2027-2028. Concerns over public expenditure and potential reliance on eminent domain to acquire coastal land add layers of social and legal complexity. Not all investment will land. Not all development is guaranteed. 5. A vision for property investors and returnees. For families considering buying or developing in Jamaica, especially among the diaspora eyeing reunion with roots, buy strategically now. Early-stage property buyers in Ocho Rios, Free Village, or coastal estates stand to benefit from future appreciation. Look for mixed-use parcels. Land zoned for commercial hospitality or light industrial in the SEZ could be repurposed into boutique hotels, villas, or co-working hubs. Anticipate infrastructure. Upcoming road upgrades, parking areas, and terminal expansions will increase accessibility and ultimately yield. 6. A local real estate perspective. Insights from Jamaica Homes. At Jamaica Homes, we regard IFIA its upgrade as one of the most pivotal infrastructure developments in recent Jamaican real estate history. I've worked with clients from Kingston to Montego Bay, but now we're seeing interest from abroad in St. Mary, Ocho Rios, and Portland like never before. As a licensed realtor associate, I counsel clients on factors that matter. Connectivity. Direct flights mean shorter ground transit times, more convenience. Tourism alignment. Properties built for vacationers will yield premium returns. Regulated zoning. SEZ brings stability and tax incentives. Community integration. Working in Ocho Rios offers access to existing resorts, shops, and culture. 7. Closing reflection. Building on air and soil. As one driven by both vision and practicality, I echo Gordon Butch Stewart's foresight calling IFIA a low-hanging fruit. Of development, a stretch of infrastructure capable of delivering outsized returns for relatively minimal capital and complexity. But, as anyone from Grand Designs knows, you must build not just boldly, but wisely, with integrity, process, and long-term thinking. If you're considering buying in Jamaica or building hospitality assets, especially on the Northeast Corridor, this is your moment. The runway isn't just asphalt. It's a spine, a lifeline, and a signal that the world is paying attention. For real estate, that means now is the time to plan. Thoughtfully, courageously, and ethically. Quick recap. Table feature real estate. Runway extension. Accommodates larger jets, boosts tourist arrival. Daily American flights. Reliable airlift for villa guests and investors. SEZ development nearby. Commercial, residential zoning opportunities. Eminent domain risk benefit. Compensated acquisitions plus rising land values. Tourism corridor growth. Increased demand for rentals, hotels, retail. If you'd like assistance exploring properties near the airport, early lease opportunities, or zoning advice, let's connect. Jamaica Homes stands ready to guide you across this runway into your home, investment, or oasis in Jamaica. Disclaimer: this article reflects available public data and industry views. It does not constitute legal, investment, or professional advice. Property decisions should be based on independent counsel and due diligence. Jamaican real estate markets are subject to zoning, regulatory, and market risk.